So, when earlier you said this experience of uh, when you get perspiration and you got to become conscious of unconscious, right? Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that experience, and previous to that, you had out of body experience. Okay. So when you say I am Namarupa, I can see, I can feel people are talking this and that, everything, right? As well, you also able to see and hear when out of body, but you are seeing your body as a second person, right? So in both these cases, six sense were present, right? Six sense in the sense of Pasada Rupa. And when you were in this experience that you narrated uh, in previous session, you were in the body, right?
Wait, so let me give you some good clarities.
Okay, okay, don't answer.
No, I will answer.
Okay. Okay. Second question
No, wait.
if it is eighth jhana,
Uh-huh.
right? If it is eighth jhana, you went into it accidentally, right? Because perspiration and all that. You didn't effortlessly enter, right? It is not the way of entering, right? Ideal way of entering.
No. So
Okay.
okay, that's a
Okay,
good,
these are two questions. Now you start.
okay. Good. Thank you for the questions. So let's go back to the situation, experience, and all that. Now you need to understand two things which we have spoken. It's not that something we have never spoken. Experiencer and experience. So take that. Don't forget it. Now, I walking to the washroom having fever, or the fever was not there, but had a hot water. Then I am feeling giddiness. Mark that. I am feeling giddiness. This is adhivachana sampassa, or a feeling which is coming. So you have to express what it is. So adhivachana sampassa. Description of what it is adhivachana through a language. I am walking towards the washroom. It's again adhivachana sampassa. Now the what we can say, the giddiness turns itself into an unconscious state. Now, what is unconscious? Who is unconscious? And who is conscious? And what is he conscious about and what is he not conscious about? So let's take this question. The conscious not being conscious is the sixth sense conscious. How? Can I see? No. Can I hear? No. Can I taste? No. Can I smell? No. Can I touch? No. Can I think? No. But the consciousness is still there. That means if somebody were to check my pulse, it's there. Yes.
I guess in this state, you cannot have a thought per se. You cannot think
Nothing.
about things.
Nothing. Hold on. So don't
Yeah,
jump.
and even when you say no, 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 it is always in the context of this sixth sense.
Yes. So take it slowly. So what's the experience? Shunya. Empty. Got it? Is there an experience? No experience. Is there an experiencer apart from the experience?
Experience is there of Sunyata.
Yes. So the experiencer is there. Don't forget that. There is an experiencer, just like you go to a deep sleep, there is an experiencer, but the experiencer is experiencing shunyata, voidness. So, Nirodha Samapatti is a state where the experiencer is there, but there is no experience. Got it. Now, this thing is bodily created, meaning due to sugar level going down or something going down or something not being there, or you go to a sleep, in either which case, you are not going to any sleep. And this, wait, are you? I'll give you a chance. Otherwise, my flow will stop. Then we go into so many other branches and twigs and all that. Hold on. And this you can't do it in a day anyway. So leave it. So let's go slowly. Now, if there were no experience, the experiencer being there, what the MN43 says, that all the six senses are available. The Jivit Indriya is also available. That is, Ayu, Usma, Vinyana is there along with the six senses. Or go by the Chula Shunyata Sutta, the six senses and Jivit Indriya is intact. That is the stress. Got it? Now, there's no point in dwelling further on that. Now, who is this and who is that? Vinyana is there, not the six Vinyanas. That is not there. But this Vinyana is there. Now, at that moment, if somebody were to ask, who are you? There's nothing. Why? Because it is Shunya. So, when somebody enters into Nirodha Samapatti, he has to make a nimitta to come back. Otherwise, there is no way it can come back. Meaning, he will be alive like a coma person. You got the point. The six senses are working, but there's nothing to sense there. That means there is no thought at all. There is no sight. There is no sound. There is no touch. There is no smell. And yet everything is there. And there are a lot of suttas where Anand asks this question, Bhante, is it possible like that? And he says, yes, it is possible. And Sariputta explains to Ananda that I had this experience, and hence he says, Etan Santan, Etan Panitan, Yadidam Sabba Sankhara Samato, Sabbu Padipati Nisaggo, Tanhakhayo, Virago, Nirodo, Nibbana. This is the explanation he gives to this big question. If you were not there, then what were you experiencing? You mean to say you were not touching, you were not seeing, you were not smelling, you were not doing this, you were not doing that, and yet you were doing all of that. Okay, so the unconsciousness is the conscious, that is the consciousness appearing in the sight, in the eye sense door, in the ear sense door, the nose sense door, including the body sense door, is stopped. You are missing the body. Body has a consciousness. The body sense door stopped. Why? The sugar level came down, or whatever happened. You can use pitta was increased, or the bile juice increased, and hence something happened, and hence the brain stopped. So he went into unconscious state. So the body fell like this. Fine. Now, when we say each individual consciousness as Salaitana or six senses, 99% of the time we miss the body itself has a consciousness. If you miss that, you have done the biggest blunder. You might only think eye, ears, nose, but you are not taking this whole body has its own consciousness. Please don't miss it. So when you don't have consciousness, it means the body consciousness is not there. But if you take a stethoscope and if you take a BP monitor and if you put all kind of equipment, heart is pumping, the brain waves are there, and yet the person is not able to get up. Like I had gone to a place in Sikkim called as Guru Dongmar Lake. I'll give you a beautiful analogy to tell you what happens. Now, my wife's aunt wanted to see the lake and it's at 17,000 plus feet. Normally, the oxygen level is pretty low at that. I was able to walk around. She being stout, she wanted to walk around and she just fell like this. And she was off for 7 minutes. And the Indian Army, one of the gentlemen came there and he said, we were not panicking. Basically, because if you panic, you're going to have the same effect. That is, you're going to lose consciousness at that. Her daughter was slightly panicking, but her husband was not that much panicking. I had taken them. So it was my responsibility. And the Indian Army guy came and he said, don't worry, I'll put some water and she will come back, but immediately go down. Don't stay here. Because you might get into this mountain sickness or high altitude sickness. So, while we came down and we came to the army camp where we had tea, so I asked her, do you know what happened in the last 7 minutes? She said, no. Correct. Why? Because the body sense door is closed. She can't sense anything. The eye sense door is not available. The ear sense door is not available. And yet the Vijnana is available. Don't miss the body. You should know the body itself has a mechanism. So what does the medical science say? Body knows how to manage it. They don't know that body is having consciousness. It's conscious. It arises and it passes away, but yet it is conscious. Whether you exist or not, the body is conscious. Meaning, if you are aware or not, the body is conscious. Just like if you put something in the mouth, whether you are aware or not, the taste comes. Similarly, whether you are aware of the sight which is coming or not, the eye has consciousness. As soon as the sight comes, gets into a sight eye consciousness. As soon as the sound comes, gets into the ear consciousness. Got the point? Don't miss the body. And hence, when you do the vipassana of Goenka or Ubakin, you are getting the sensation because it has consciousness. Otherwise, how will you get something? So the first thing we need to know is the sixth consciousness arises and passes away. So Buddha did not wanted this consciousness saying that it is permanent is one problem. It is impermanent is another problem. It is neither permanent nor impermanent is another problem. What he did, because at that time there were two views, Asat and Sat. That is, what I see, what I hear, what I touch, what I smell, what I taste, what I touch. Touch is in the body, the pottabha or sparsha in Sanskrit. This consciousness arises as soon as there is something to touch and departs immediately after arising. If you want to test this out, this consciousness, not the that consciousness, this consciousness. What you need to do is, when you're taking a bath, if you have a hand shower with you, put the water like this, you hold your hand like this, and start to watch as the water slowly you put it, it comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. If you are gross, if you're subtle, do the same thing without any water or anything. Right now you can do it. If you start touching here, you will feel that it arises and passes away. You will never have any sensation in the earlier part. But again, if you touch it, again the consciousness comes. And this is the arising and passing away of consciousness for your experimentation. But whether you touch here or not, there is another consciousness which is just a witness to that, which is the one which is part of Nama and Rupa. And that is the one Buddha or all the Buddhas found out. That this is the magician which is having, sorry, which is having this vijnana is connected to Nama Rupa. Yes.
Witness consciousness, right?
Yeah.
Witness consciousness is part of now.
Yes.
So let us name it witness consciousness instead of saying that and this.
Yes. Witness consciousness. Wait, Aryo. I'll give you a complete chance. Then you can ask, but do note what you want to ask me. I don't want to lose this flow. Okay. Now, when the witness is happening, who is the witness? There's nothing called you as a witness. So what Buddha did is, he did another interesting thing. In Attadipa Sutta, SN 22.43, he explains how to get out of this sixth sense. First practice is that. Plus, what is Rupa, what is Vedana, what is Sanya, what is Sankhara, what is Vijnana. Till 22.56, so 22.43 to 22.56, those many suttas, you need to practice and practice and practice and practice to get to understand what is Rupa, what is Vedana, what is Sanya, what is Sankhara, what is Vijnana. What you have lost as a Sotapanna is the understanding. You got that understanding that Rupa is Anicca Dukkha Anatta, or rather Rupa is Anatta, Vedana is Anatta, Sanya is Anatta, Sankhara is Anatta, Vijnana is Anatta, and what is Anatta turns to be Dukkha, and what remains out of it, there's no Sara in that essence, there's no essence, and it is Khaya, just keeps on going, just like a candle you light, keeps on going. You can't reproduce the candle back. It will keep on going. And that is anicca. So what you learned, if you are a definitive sotapanna, you think you are or you don't know you are, whichever way it works, you have understood the Buddha Dhamma means that you have understood the five aggregates. And you are not grasping onto it. Which means you have got out of Sakkaya Ditti. Sa, self, Kaya, collection, Ditti, you. It has got nothing to do with Atta Dipa Sutta. Dipa is island. Atta is mine, me. Sutta. It might make you feel thoroughly confused because there is another thing called as atta hi atta no nato. Now it becomes anatta, then what is this atta hi atta no nato? The six senses consciousness is anatta, but the witness consciousness is atta. That if it is not purified, which one? The witness consciousness is not able to witness, it can get established in another entity. It gets another set of six senses. not your senses. It get another set of six senses. It gets itself an eye. It gets itself an ear. It itself gets a nose, tongue, body, and a mind. A mind of a dog is not my mind. It's a mind of a dog. Similar way is the mind of a man or a human, and a mind of a deva and mind of a Brahma. But that atta is what? That witness consciousness has seen what it is to be a dog, what it is to be a cat, what it is to be a lizard, what it is to be whatever. Depending upon whatever the type it is. Now, please don't confuse that the same consciousness goes to the next life. That becomes another problem. Or it is not the same consciousness which goes to another life is another problem. It becomes annihilationist, or it becomes this Sat Pada. It's neither that nor this or any other. It's just consciousness. And that's the reason he gives a beautiful thing. Abhasaram idam chitta. The chitta is lighting things up. That's it. If it gets six senses, it's itself has, the sixth sense itself, like a battery, has consciousness. It comes, it goes, it comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. Aren't you watching the sight coming? Yes. Aren't you watching the eye coming? Yes. Aren't you watching the consciousness coming? Yes. Is anything happening to you? No. If you come till this level, then you have reached a place called as anagami, non-returner. Why? Because the six senses are no longer latching on to the sense object. And if they are not latching on to the sense object, then abhi-ichcha is not there. The ichcha, interest, or rather desire, abhi, higher, is not there. If that is not there, then vyapada, walking downwards, is not going to be there. To walk downwards, you require an object, and if since there is no object, it cannot have an experience. Who? Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind will not have sensual experience. And not having a sensual experience means you're relieved of coming into the womb existence. Who? That vijnana which started as what? Okkantiya sati namarupa. You got the point in the Chitayatana Sutta. He explains how it comes. So you have got rid, you as that consciousness got rid of establishing, that is Vijnanam anidasanam has become nidasana. Established where? In the womb.
So this process is abhinibhatti, right?
This process is abhinibhatti.
And then who am I comes.
Correct. So the who am I ends with the Namarupa. Because of Vijnana, the Namarupa feels like I exist, I am. Because the Vijnana makes that possible. Which Vijnana makes that possible? This common Vijnana makes that experience possible. What the Upanishad and the Vedas and or rather Vedanta calls it as Atma is this Namarupa. They both are the same, but not exactly the same, not they are different. And hence Buddha never spoke of Atma, Anatma. Because then you're taking side. You're going to say Atma exists. That means you're giving Atma is there. Yes.
You said this common vinyana. What do you mean?
Witness.
Witness. And why did you say common?
Because it is the same everywhere. Pabhasaram
Yeah.
idam chitta.
Prabhasa, Paramatma concept. Kind of.
There's no person there. There is no personality there. It's just light. Whether this light or that light, it doesn't matter, just lights up. And it takes whatever is given to it. It doesn't care. And that is what even the Vedanta calls like God consciousness. It doesn't differentiate.
Yeah. And the ocean and the drop is the
Ocean
simile.
and the drop, or the river getting into the sea, merging to the sea. The river is the sixth consciousness. The sea is the overall consciousness. Another example, what Buddha gives instead of all of these uh, things of Vedanta, he gives Vattam Vattati. Whirlpool. River, this is coming. I will exist.
So recycle is the right word rather than rebirth.
Yes, you're recycling. So basically, the Nama Rupa has a potentiality through Vijnana which gets established through a process called as Namagotta. Okay? And Namagotta in Sanskrit is Akashic records or Akash.
Can you repeat this sentence? Sorry.
Which one?
The
The
Nama Rupa has
Nama Rupa.
potentiality to.
Nama Rupa has a potentiality of existence because of the klesha or the defilement.
Yeah.
And that defilement is taken by the Vijnana. Which Vijnana? Not the Chakku Vijnana, Sota Vijnana, Ghana Vijnana, like that. It is this witness consciousness, witnessing, it gives that potentiality to the Nama and Rupa, which we call it as mind or matter, mind and matter, whatever name that has been given.
And then Namagutta, you said, when it gets?
This, when we say Vijnana knows everything. So, if you really see the Samannapala Sutta, okay, Samannapala Sutta, there the answer is also there in that. You don't have to search for 100 different places. First thing, where is the problem? The problem lies in this witness consciousness, which is allowing the six senses to go and graze the ground. Gochara. To cut that, you have to make it akusala to kusala. Which one? The sixth consciousness is going around akusala things. You have to, you means this consciousness which is witnessing it has to hit it every time. Hey, when did I ask you to go there? Did I ask you to go there? Come back here. No, I'll not come. Come. Then your training, which the six animals we are talking about. Now let's say you have, due to your morality, the larger section, the middle section, and the smaller section of morality indicated in the Samanapala Sutta is established, then automatically the six senses will now have Indriya Samvara. You, this witness consciousness, will allow what has to be allowed. You will not allow what shouldn't be allowed. That means two things you are going to do, you, at you. One, animitta. Animitta, na nimitta grahi hoti. Na nana vyanjana grahi hoti. Grahana is taking. Na grahana means not taking. If I don't take, if I means who? This witness consciousness, not, but this I feeling as the ultimate I, that subtlest I is the Namarupa. So I'm slowly practicing to withdraw and cut out the Nama and Rupa. Okay. Now you see this fun what happens. First I will cut the consciousness of the six senses or ayatana, sense spheres or sense field. So when I do that, the prana comes back. Doesn't go anywhere. Absolute doesn't go anywhere. So there's no grazing ground. So when there is no grazing ground, there's nothing anything can happen now. And hence I can do the second part. That is now I'm in all the postures. I'm able to maintain that withdrawal. Then I can do the third one, santosa, because the witness consciousness doesn't require anything. It's just a witness. I am just a witness. I don't have to do anything. And when I have done that, the fourth part is hindrance removed. Because this hindrance is with the six senses, nothing else. I'm withdrawing it to such an extent that I can see the hindrance and I can remove them one by one. Oh, you go, you go. And now the mind is purified. When I say mind, the chitta, with chitta, abhasaram idam chittam, that chitta is pure and bright. Now, if I enter into the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, the fourth jhana, the pabhasara is seen. So,
The witness consciousness is pure and bright. That way also we can say.
yes. Now it is with klesha. Now that at that point it is with bright. So what happens? This whole lights up. Lights up, yes, as bright or even brighter than a sun. Because that is how you started, every one of us, from abhasara existence. Prabhasara, pabhasara, abhasara. Abha is light. Abha is shine. Abhasara is one that shines. Abhasara is one which has light. Abhikanta is kanti, shine. Abhi, higher. Like in the Mangala Sutta, he says Abhikanti Rattiya, Abhikantavanna, Kevala Kappam, Jetavanam, Obhasetva. Obhasa is light. Okay. Now, coming back to this. Fourth jhana. You see light, and he gives that expression. How a white dress is wrapped completely without any place left. You'll see like that. Now, what does that have to do with this? You have come to the Vijnana directly, keeping the Nama Rupa. Now, when you see all the Nama Rupas. So, this is my previous life, and my previous life, and my previous life, and my previous life, this previous life, and this previous life, because this witness consciousness has witnessed everything from the beginning. So when I say I am, it is Nama and Rupa. So what does he say? Nama Rupa Samudayo, Vijnana Samudayo. Nama Rupa Nirodho, Vijnana Nirodho.
So you mean to say when I go back from Nama Rupa Nirodha and then come back to Vijnana, At that time, I see all the previous Namarupa.
Yes.
So in that sense, Namarupa is recorded information.
That could what?
It's like I can read it a file like computer file.
Yes,
It is
it is.
available.
It
Is
is a
there in
computer file.
Akashic
Yes, it
record.
is a file. It is just a file coming from the Nama Gotta. And in Vedanta, it is Akasha, which keeps everything cloud drive basically. Yes, Aryu, it's all your turn now. I'm done till
No,
here.
no, I have many questions, but let me start with a simple one to the Namarupa one. Since you said you can see all the record for this Namarupa, you said there's only one witness consciousness, right? Only one.
There is witness consciousness. 1, 2, 3, 4 is secondary. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. But I guess I'm wondering if there's only one witness consciousness. Can I see only Namarupa for this person for all the past life, or can see for all beings you should be able to see?
Now, in the Samannapala Sutta, it talks about the next one. What's the next one? You will see arising and passing of all beings. That means you can see all Namarupas wherever they are coming and going.
But then he identifies also, right? This is your previous life, this is my previous life.
Yeah, you can do that. Why? Just like I am witnessing you, Sachin, and you are witnessing me. Can't that happen?
So there might be probably a subtle link between the Namarupas of Sachin's previous life.
Yes, it is. And our meeting also. You can see why. In that light, everything is seen. Just like the darkness goes away when there is light, it doesn't matter what all is there in the room. That light doesn't distinguish between whether this one I need to show. No, I don't think so. You'll be like
Just like a supercomputer, mega computer, cloud computer.
no, you
All,
don't complicate.
all meta information is there.
Yes. Well, one second. The easiest answer is like a sun shining everywhere. It doesn't matter whether it is showing this or is showing that. You will next get another one. What another one? You will see the defilements have ended or not.
Of other people.
And when the defilements have ended, you are an arhat. But is he dead? No. Why? Consciousness remains. But does it have rebirth consciousness? No. Why? There is no fuel.
No defilement.
No defilement. Yes, Aryu.
I guess to continue on the question I asked, you're able to see this Namarupa and then that Namarupa when, let's say, you're still within this Namarupa. That's when you have this distinction
No,
of
you're,
that.
you're getting muddled up. No, it's not like that. Whatever you call as I is Namarupa.
Which is this
Again,
here.
I repeat, whatever, I don't want to put this and that because again, they're taking two sides. Sat, asat. This and that. Itta bhava, anyatha bhava. No. It is nothing to do with this or that. It is as long as Nama Rupa exists, so long the Vijnana is. Not the other way around. As long as Nama Rupa exists, so long Vijnana exists. Nama Rupa Samudayo, Vijnana Samudayo. Nama Rupa Nirodho, Vijnana Nirodho.
And this Vijnana is the sixth Vijnana you're talking about.
No. Again, you are muddled up. We left that six consciousness some time ago. We have now come to who am I? Who am I has got nothing to do with six consciousness.
Okay. And
This Namarupa is who am I?
is this consciousness the same thing as what you call witness consciousness?
Again, the problem. What is this? There is only conscious experience. Again, you are gone wrong. experiencer,
In that
experience.
state, you are non-dual, you mean to say. In that state, you are totally non-dual.
Yes, because this and that comes means duality. That means six senses is one consciousness. I am the witness is another consciousness. This consciousness goes away. This consciousness remains. That means the pot is given up. The clay is held.
Probably in that state, it is difficult to tell that you are Hari also.
No, again, wrong. You will conventionally use your Ariu, but you don't have a sense of Ariu. If not, then you're a dementia patient. Where somebody asks, "What's your name?" I say, "My name, my name, my name, my name." No.
Yeah, when you speak, you
So
have
that
come
means,
to the sixth sense. Come to the
how
sixth
does he
sense.
speak? How does he speak? Because he needs to know.
Yeah.
He needs to know. So now this question comes. How does he know? That means he's back. So people use various words to muddle things up. When he comes back, who comes back? There's nothing coming back and going anywhere,
But can you speak in that state or Abhasara
which
state?
is what Ananda keeps on asking Sariputta and Buddha all the time, the same question.
Can you access this device of
Yes, you can.
thinking,
You
of
can.
thinking?
You
Okay.
can. Otherwise, Buddha wouldn't be able to say Sariputta.
You drop the sixth sense, but you have this organ available to speak out.
Sachin, you're going elsewhere. When we say the sixth sense consciousness is seen, it means you see it arising and passing.
Not destroyed, not stopped totally.
Arising and passing away. How is it arising? Based upon the condition. What's the condition? Sight comes and the consciousness comes.
So
Sound comes.
you just distance from it.
Ah, you have withdrawn. That is what is Indriya Samvara. Correct? Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I guess I did not have total clarity just yet. Let's
You
say.
wouldn't be. You
Yeah,
wouldn't be.
no, no, but at least conceptual, right? I mean, for whatever purpose of this meeting, right? So when Buddha has attained arhatship, right? The, the stream of namarupa still continues on until parinibbana for Buddha. This is the
There
first
is
question.
no Namarupa per se because he has ended it, but the life continues, the faculty continues, which is Jivita Indriya continues along with the six senses.
Okay, so I guess it's no, but until so since the point where Buddha attained arhatship till he hit parinibbana, there's still memory, right? So this memory, you used to say it's stored in the namarupa, right?
It is now also stored in the Namarupa. There's nothing wrong with Namarupa, but there's no grasping of Namarupa. That's a fuel for
Okay, so this
Vijnana.
record, so the record is still there for Buddha. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
okay. This is why he's able to say, hey, in that past life I was this, and this
Correct.
past life.
Absolutely.
He's
Absolutely.
just referring to this record, and it's this record he may not identify, but he's able to distinguish different records.
It's like this, Aryu. Let's say you have 10 drives with you. Okay. It's not your drive. It's just 10 drives. You have stored a lot of files in different drives. One fine day, you get the password for all of these 10 drives. Would you not exclaim as a adhivachana, oh, I was able to find this. There's no attachment to it, whatever you have found. But would you still say, whether existed in the past or it did not exist in the past? That means say that whether this drive existed earlier or it is not existed now or future or whatever. No. You access the file and you know what all has happened with that drive from the beginning to the
Okay.
end.
Okay. So this drive has a file called Sachin, and it is connected with the file called so and so.
Correct.
It previously so and so.
So
In
we
this
call,
drive,
yes, hold on. I'll give you another simple thing. This file, this drive, the hard drive or SSD drive, call it as Namarupa. That's the Namarupa. The powering on is the Vinyana. Namarupa Samudaya. Vinyana Samudaya. Is it it or not? As long as you have drive, can you connect it to the computer? Yes, or no? You can. But if you are able to connect it, can you not read it? You can read it. Can you not make note of all that? Let's say it had photographs of everything or videos of everything. Can you not play it and watch it? You can. Now, if you ask a
Okay.
question, who is watching it? The consciousness is watching it. Yes, go ahead.
So I guess my understanding is that at Parinibbana, when this fuel for this consciousness is exhausted, this whole stream of Namarupa for this being will get deleted, gone.
No, the Vijnana will be removed. So the Nama Rupa will not have anything to do with it, right? It's just a piece of metal.
But the drive will be unaddressed drive, what you call corrupted drive. We have some files are corrupted.
No, no, no.
But
Don't
so
complicate.
Namagota will be there. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, 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 no. No, that's where the problem now comes. Is that as long as you have the drive stored wherever, the Vijnana will come back one day.
Yes. So isn't what I said right?
So
That
deletion is possible, total deletion, right?
That's what he does.
But
the
inside
parent.
Akashic record, people are saying that nothing gets deleted from there.
Then you have to ask the Buddha.
So at Parinibbana, this drive should be deleted, right? Should be destroyed.
That's what he says as extinguishment. Otherwise, it becomes annihilation. It's like what he's saying, destroyed. The word destroy means you're annihilating, and 22.85 is about annihilation. Yes, go ahead.
So in that sense, that story of any patient is technically impossible. That Buddha's Namagota is nowhere.
Please understand, if the Nama Gotta is there, that means Nama Rupa is there. If Nama Rupa is there, the fuel is there. If the fuel is there, the consciousness will grasp it. That is the within 31 realm, the drive exists. Now, when it will come back to power, we don't know if you are in 31st level. Meaning, matchbox and matchstick. What is the probability of the matchstick coming in contact with matchbox? We don't know. It's asankheya. Why? Neva sanya. Na sanya. That means this is a very confusing state. Can it get connected? I can't say so. Will it not get connected? I can't say so. Will it exist? I can't say so. Will it not exist? I can't say so. But is fire existing? No. Is fire not there? No. Will fire ever be coming back? No. Is the fire got extinguished? No. The fire got destroyed? No. All that we could say is if the condition matches, it will come back. That's 31st level. Now, this is where the Vedantist or the yogis or whatever it is got caught up, and they said, Etan panitan yadidam neva sanya na sanyayatana. Yad when neva sanya na sanya bhunjati tad nibbana. That means they didn't know how to extinguish it out. Like in the case of Uddaka Ramaputta or Uddalaka Maharshi, he was able to disconnect these two. The fuel in one side, the fire on the other side. But will it ever meet? Yes. Kapila Muni, who came up with Sankhya, he also came to the same point in the end, Prakriti and Purusha. How these two people come together, I don't know. But when they come together, they do this magical illusion. So they come 24 tattvas plus one Purusha. Why Purusha has to get associated with Prakriti, I don't know. But what I see is duality of existence. As far as Prakriti goes, the Purusha is a sustainer of it. And hence, Purusha exists and Prakriti exists. So I can't make it as non dual, even though it is non dual. That is, there is no guarantee the Purusha is going to come and meet with Prakriti. Then, this, when they started Ayurveda, Sushruta came to the same conclusion that Prakriti and Purusha, body and mind, Chitta on one side, the Kaya on the other side, are intermingling. They don't have any attributes of intermingling, and yet they intermingle. That means Prakriti can sustain itself on its own, and the Purusha can sustain on its own. This is miracle. I have never seen such a miracle in my life. That there's nothing called as Vata, Pitta, Kapha. But when they come together, it's magic. How Vata happens, I don't know. How Pitta happens, I don't know. How Kapha happens, I don't know. I only have to balance it now. And balanced, the body is balanced. If that is in imbalance, the body is imbalanced. Oh my God. So the Shad Darshanas of Hindu is not wrong. They could see till this far, which is 31st realm. Where Vedanta ends, Buddha Dhamma starts. Why? Because on the 31st level, he has built it up. Otherwise, there was no need for him to leave Uddalaka Maharshi, who was the best ever person to teach. And he leaving him and going. There was no need. Because he was there. He was there. Right? Why did he do it? He wanted to build on top of this. Because there is a problem here. Matchbox and matchstick. They don't meet. Agreed. But when they meet, fire will be created or not? Yes. That means life started.
Problem of existence. Problem of existence.
Problem of existence. If you exist, either way, as annihilationist, you come back, or as a Sasattavada, you come back. So he didn't want it into two existences, two ways of existence. That is, you have a Bhavatanha. I want to be there. Vibhavatanha. I don't want to be there. I want to end. I want to end. I want to end. Just because you want to end doesn't end anything. You are giving fuel by saying, I don't want to be there. It's another fuel. That's it. Right? Wait, finally, before I leave to Aryu, one thing to remember. Nama Rupa requires Vinyana. Nama Rupa is the matchbox which has all the memories. Each stick represents each life. Take it that way. You require the power source. Power on. So what get extinguished? The Vinyana. Please note this. The Vinyana gets extinguished, not the Nama Rupa. There's nothing to extinguish in Nama Rupa. It's just a machine. The power source had to be removed. It's not about corrupting that hard drive. It's not about destroying the hard drive. If you destroy the hard drive, you are annihilationist. Again, you're going to come back. Please think it over. Yes, sir.
I just have a quick clarification, and I have a bigger question. So this vijnana, which will get extinguished, is it the same thing as when you mentioned the witness consciousness? Okay. So in that sense, It is for all you, for experiential sake. This is what you feel as I, right? This sati is this.
The Nama Rupa feels it, not the Vijnana. Again, I'm telling you, if you go the other route, you are going to get stuck. The Vijnana doesn't feel anything. And please read what is Vijnana in the Mahanidana Sutta, DN 9, DN 15. If you can understand it, you will enjoy it. And 99% will not understand. He has a section on that, on the feeling.
You mean how Vijnana?
Vijnana on its own has no faculty called feeling.
Yes, Vijnana on its own doesn't have any faculty called as Vedana. And hence it is always what? Adukka Sukha. And it's always
Only I can feel
Yes, yes, Ari.
the Nama Rupa.
Yeah, I'll just continue on your comment about the Mahanidana Sutta. You're talking about the circle between Vijnana and Namarupa, right? It's hard to understand. I guess within the circle, part of it is the sixth Vijnana, and part of it is this witness consciousness you're referring
Right.
to.
In the Mahanidana Sutta, he doesn't talk about the six consciousness. That's the reason I'm requesting you to read if you can understand it. It's a very deep sutta. And that's the reason when Ananda comes and tells Buddha, I have understood, he says, you have not understood anything, my dear friend. Don't talk it so lightly that you understood. It's so deep. And I agree with that word. Till you get that experience and you get aha, you will be going in circle.
So at what point you feel that I am there, which is where you are
Six senses,
okay,
six sense
not Nama.
Vijnana, six sense Vijnana. When they don't grasp anything, you're dead. Because
You are dead.
why? There's nothing to take as fuel now. You are having what you should be having, which is bliss. So when you say I'm feeling blissful, actually, when I say I'm blissful,
Ananda.
it's the witness consciousness which is always in bliss.
And so Namarupa is there, so I is there, and that's why I feel like I'm there.
Yeah. That Nama Rupa is purified. If you were to put that in a very abstract sense, in a very high level sense, we can call this Nama Rupa is purified. Let's put it that way.
Freed from six sense.
Freed from six senses. Right? So then what happens? This Vijnana, this light is always lighting up. Pabhasaram idam chittam. Or let's take this one. Vijnanam anidasanam anantam sabbato pabam. Isn't both are the same? It's ananta, endless. Is six Vijnanas endless? No. They are having an end. As soon as the sight comes, this Vijnana comes. As soon as sight goes away, it goes away.
So in this process, first Namarupa get liberated from six sense, and then Vijnana gets liberated from Nama.
Don't complicate it. It's not like that. Nama and Rupa have two aspects. Nama is phassa. Don't take it in a very literal sense. Phassa as a phassa. All that it could be contacted. Just like the hard drive. SSD drive. Phassa. Connection. It has Vedana. Connected. Feeling of connected. Sanya. Perception that it is connected. Intention. Chetana. In the sense that which file to open up. Manasikara. That is, the mind comes up. What should I do with this? With Vijnana. That's what.
Yeah, I think I'm slightly confused on one thing. So I think I heard you said that this Namarupa has no concept of being deleted, or it has this matchbox. At
Now again you're coming back to deletion. If it is deletion, destruction, whatever word you want to use, it becomes annihilation.
okay, got it. Okay, so this Namarupa doesn't get deleted; it's there, but it cannot be. So okay, so the reason we say annihilation is wrong because what actually being annihilated is this consciousness, this vijnana, which is
It's
dependently
not
origin.
getting annihilated, you're removing the power source, and that's it.
Right, you're removing. So this witness consciousness is the power source,
Yes,
and then when you remove the power source forever, this matchbox will never get powered up.
exactly.
Okay.
Be-
So the reason we cannot say annihilation is because it's not this I who's getting annihilated. It's a different subject. So
yes,
you cannot say this get annihilated, but because this still exists. It just does not have the condition to ever be powered on.
yes. So the thing
Yeah.
is,
So in name sanya, na sanya, you still have potentiality, but
yes,
beyond that, you have no potentiality of coming back. But we cannot say this.
yes. So what it really means is the electricity which is powering on, you remove the electricity itself forever.
Okay, but let's say the next Buddha come into life, right, and he become Buddha. He can still access this Namarupa from the previous Buddha. That's why he's able to tell all the
Yeah, no,
stories.
no. His Namarupa is existing, right? He's lighting everything up, all.
Yes, yes.
So he can see all the Buddhas of the past,
Right,
even
right, right.
though they don't have Namarupa. That doesn't mean that he can't read it.
So record is there. Record is there. Now this Buddha is reading previous Buddha.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, but no one can ever connect to it. But it's there for to be
The
reached.
power
Again,
socket is destroyed.
I'm
Power
telling you.
socket is destroyed.
No, hold on for a second. If they can connect it, it becomes Mahayana, becomes Bodhisattva. Why? The Sattva exists.
So in computer terminology, I can say that the power socket is destroyed. So no plug
Again,
can enter.
destroyed. Don't use the word
No,
destroyed.
I'm not saying the drive is destroyed. No, the power socket is destroyed.
Power socket is again Namarupa. The
The power socket is the potentiality of
the
reconnecting.
remove the, why you have to complicate so much? Just remove the power source.
I
No,
want to destroy something.
You're saying it's burned out.
this is exactly the question which is asked by Yamaka in the Yamaka Sutta 22.85. Aren't you annihilating?
No, but Sachin said the drive is there, so there's
No,
no
I can say
another.
rag, dosa, moha is
Are
the
you
flop.
whether you use a computer term or you use a non-computer term, you use a IT term, non-IT term, software term, not software term, what you take it inside matters to you, because that becomes in itself an obstacle on the path.
Yeah, but
If
I
you
think
take, no, if
we're all
you use the
recovered.
word, no, are you, if you use the word destruction, you are recording yourself that there is something called as destruction, and you will start searching for destroying something that can never be destroyed.
But rag, dosa, moha, we are destroying. Right?
No, again, no, you are removing, not destroying. There's a huge difference between destruction and removing.
Now I got it.
Ragadveshamoha appears where? In the six senses. When you are doing Indriya Samvara, where is Ragadveshamoha? Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I have a question on earlier part.
Oh, sorry, defilement. Sorry.
Defilement. Yes, go ahead.
A question on the earlier part of your talk. You said the body itself has consciousness. Is this the same as the witness consciousness, which
Now,
you're?
sixth
It's a different
sense.
one.
See, I again repeat, I don't know whether you're sleeping or awake. We miss the body consciousness all the time. We, even though we know it is part of six consciousness, We are more interested in the Chakku Vinyana.
Yeah, Chakku Vinyana.
When we keep on reading the sutta, and in the books, what they do, they will not list it
Yeah.
completely.
Dot, dot, dot.
They put dot, 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 dot. So what you start is Chakku Vinyana and last one is Mano Vinyana.
So it is always Chakku Vinyana plus 5. Chakku Vinyana plus
Plus
5.
5.
We don't
So
keep into 5.
you don't even really see what is happening in the body.
But I somehow got the impression you said this body consciousness is slightly different than the sixth consciousness, or it's
Who
just
says?
one of the.
I never said that.
Okay.
I never said
So
that.
you said, so this kaya vinyana is powering this body with the heartbeat and all the things. Is that?
Absolutely. Where else? And it arises and passes away. That's the reason I told you, right? If you take a water gun, or you take in the bath, you have a shower, you take a hand shower and put it on the hand, you'll come to know it appears here and goes, appears here and goes, appear here and go. And you keep on touching. Wherever you touch, there is appearance of the consciousness going off. That's it. But the missing portion is you're still alive. What happens? You feel you're always there. No, sorry. The witness consciousness is there, but the body consciousness is.
So this witness consciousness itself does not have the power to, like in your state, you cannot. The body start cooling down because the body consciousness is not there.
Not only in my case, in everybody's case, as soon as something comes on the body, the consciousness arises along with that. If there is an ant which is walking, and that time itself the consciousness comes. And when the ant goes away, the consciousness also goes away.
In your bathroom experience, the sixth consciousness is not connected. Hence, the heartbeat itself will not be.
No. I think you're wholly missing the ground. Again, yesterday or when we met, I told about Ayu Usma Vinyana. That you're missing completely.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, so this video and the previous video is very important. We need to actually take time, not wait tomorrow instead, I think.
Yes.
We need to digest this. And second thing is, this is very important discussion, very important. We need at least a week time, I think. And I have understood a lot. But my first question is, don't forget that. To compare your two experience that day in bathroom and that day when you out of body.
Okay, now if you have understood this much, I will tell you what I was hearing.
If Aryu is done, compare those two experiences.
No. After all of your questions are done, I will then cover up what was I hearing, what was I seeing, what was I feeling. Wait, Aryu. I will give you the complete time. I'm not going to answer now. After this whole thing is done, only I will open it up. I don't want to open the can of worms and make it even more confusing.
And side by side compare those two experiences, those out of body experience in 1995.
Yes.
I'm going to
tell the yes, Aryu. Go ahead. First, let's finish with Aryu.
Just a small question left.
No, let it be as many questions. It's okay. Go ahead.
In the bathroom experience, you were comparing it to the eighth jhana, right? Is that what you're?
That's not for. We will not go to 8 jhana, 9 jhana, 10 jhana.
You're saying something like neva sanya.
No. Wait. We are not yet done with this. What I was doing, if I tell you, then I can explain 8 jhana. We are still in the stage of whether the nama rupa and vinyana and what is this and what is that. We are still there. Let us be there.
Park your question. Park it.
Park that question on 8 jhana or whatever it is later. It's not going to come now. Because I doubt right now itself we have understood this much. Okay?
You should give us some tests.
No. I don't want to give you any test. You have to self-test.
We need time to digest this. We have
See,
to
another thing, Aryu, for all of us, we need time. We need a lot of patience. We need a lot of perseverance. We need a lot of investigation.
And sitting meditation.
Right. If you don't have that, you want answers one after the other, It's not going to help, because this one you'll get thousands and thousands of questions, and you will never find satisfaction because you yourself have not experienced. So you are trying to have my experience in your experience, which is not going to happen. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, understood. I mean, until you really experience it, you're gonna have question. But as far as the purpose of this lecture, right? Whatever you want us to understand.
I've
So
already
this,
finished.
yeah, yeah,
I
intellectual
see. No,
understanding.
no, wait,
Yeah,
wait.
whatever we should
No, very,
understand, we should.
Aryu, what was the starting point? Milinda Pan, he starts with who am I? I wanted to cover who are you? Answer is Namarupa. That's it. There ends the matter, right? So if you want to explore further what is Namarupa, you have to do it. Yes.
Yeah, I haven't finished my sentence.
Yes, go ahead.
I, I'm just saying the question. I mean, of course, you can get into all the details and stuff, but the reason I'm asking just to understand whatever you're trying to say, and just to that level only. If we can understand at least that much, and that's good enough for me.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't have a question.
You don't have a question. Okay. So
I'm just explaining why there's question. I'm not
no,
trying
no,
to
it's good,
understand.
good. No, no, good to have question. Let's not go to the eight jhana and all that. So first thing, who am I? Am I the body? Am I the mind? Am I both of them? Am I inside the body? I am part of the body. And this one, that is the proportion of, let's say, if you take 22.43, Atta Deepa Sutta. Okay. In that sutta, basically, you investigate. You will let go of Sakkaya Dikti, and you start developing from there. Okay, so Rupa is this, Vedana is this, Sanya is this, Sankhara is this, Vinyana is this. Again, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vinyana with Tilakhana. Okay, this is the practice. I am coming to the practice portion. How should you get into it? So the practice portion, whether you do a sitting meditation, standing meditation, this meditation, that meditation, that's secondary. But what are you supposed to meditate? What is Rupa? When I see this, what am I seeing? Can I see something different than what I am seeing? Or am I seeing what I am seeing? First thing. What is this feeling? Am I feeling this thing or that thing or nothing? What is this feeling? What is this perception? What is this sankhara? Preparation. What is this vinya? Six vinya. Not that way. When I start working out from Sotapanna onwards, I'm talking about. Like what Matt other day explained, suddenly you will be, oh shucks, I'm utilizing everybody's thing. It's oh shit, oh I never knew this. That thing will come. You're so very closer to Sakadagami when that happens. And it's not that you have to force fit it. I'm also feeling, I'm not feeling this. Yes.
Why did you say that's close to Sakadagami? What's the milestone of the Sakadagami feeling?
Milestone is that you will not be able to stay in that state forever.
Okay, so once you permanently reside in what Matt described, that's Sakadagami.
So once and for all, the possession nature, possessiveness of terms or the form or the shape or the feeling of that, etc., will not be there. Yes. Question, sorry, before closing off. Yeah, I will give you a chance, so don't worry. Let me finish this, it's all yours then. Okay. So, the second step for yourself to test, you will feel you are part of everything. Meaning, like the other day I was showing, this Apple notebook in Aryu's hand and in my hand, there is nothing called my hand and Aryu's hand. It seems the same, as though it was there in the Apple store. It didn't make any difference to me whether I paid $999 to have this, or around 70,000 Indian rupees, or some euros, or some whatever it is called as. I feel nothing about it. It's just one tool, and this is aluminum. That's it. Nothing to hang on to. Yeah, it is a machine. I can use it, and the same machine he can also use it. Doesn't really matter. And when that real thing happens on that day, particular day, you lose not only that, you lose your as wife and husband and daughter and son and neighbor and this and that. All of that possession nature goes off. It will be such a light feeling that you want to go and celebrate. I've got liberated. No, you are not yet. Hold on, hold on. You're still a trainee. Now, when you see something, you're disinterested. Basically, what is there to get interested with that? Second stage. Practicing like this on 5 aggregates with Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, you will come to the third stage. And by the way, 37 factors of awakening is also happening side by side. You might not know. Satta Bhojjhanga happens. Arya Atangika Magga happens. But you might not really know it as yet. When you suddenly one day you wake up and say that, what is this I'm feeling? I'm seeing only metal here. Oh shit. You say, wow, what is this? Feeling only hard. Oh shucks, where did I go? That which had Kamaraga, or rather Abhijay, is gone. And you don't have any interest, and yet you are interested. That is a very funny thing. You feel so happy, but you don't see that is your happiness. And you start a great deal of compassion for others because you want them to have this sukha, at least once. When they can forget, this nose is not theirs, this tongue is not theirs, this ear is not theirs, this body is not theirs, these eyes are not theirs, these thoughts also are not theirs. They are somebody's, imported. Oh man, what was I holding on to? So on that day, the Vyapada itself is not. And you can see it. I don't have to go and ask somebody, am I an anagami, or I don't have to even advertise. Hey, I am an anagami, come. Why? Where will you go and advertise now? When you're seeing nothing, hearing nothing, tasting nothing, touching nothing, smelling nothing, thinking nothing, what is there to go and tell someone? Because you feel dukkha in that. Basically, you have to go and explain, and you do all this, such a peaceful feeling. And
It's
on
like
that,
talking, it's like going to your kidney and telling I'm on
yes. So then immediately you are in Arupa Jhana. And it's a beautiful feeling. You don't want to come on. It's such an intoxicating effect. Especially Akinchayatana. The day I had it, I felt this is stupendous, man. And all these days I was cheated by thinking. Such a feeling. Everything is coming, staying and going away. Upadatiti Bhanga. And even before I met Naveen and Sachin, and we met in that place, I used to feel it. How can I explain to them? This nothingness. No thingness. There's no thing there. So I started in the car. Do you really have Savasti? Are we really going to Savasti? Yes, yes.
Yeah, we were not prepared at that time because we did a lot of discussion before to come to a common wording.
Correct. I know that. I know that. I know the mistakes I've done. So I directly jumped into the topic because I wanted them to experience this, that there's nothing there. Don't anticipate that you're going to get something in Jetavana. You will not get anything except for some odd stones, odd pillar, some grass, some twigs, and nothing else. Jetavana is inside you, not outside you. Come on, no point. Why are you going there? I asked them, seriously, both of them, are we going to Savasti? They said, yes, yes, we are going there. So then I started, not there and all. See, we had a lot of discussions. But anyway,
We took it as a practice.
yeah, that is a beautiful experience to have. Beautiful experience. Why? Because you don't see yourself at all. That's the end of your training period. Actually, you were on probation. Probation has ended. Now you are serious practitioner. You practice to end the journey. Now, what is the change that has happened in my Nama Rupa? If I were to take that, the womb existence is not there. Why? This Nama Rupa cannot fit into the womb. Why? Because it doesn't have attraction to six senses. Why? It doesn't have Kamara. Why? It doesn't have Patigga. Now, there's nothing striking. So, what will you do, Vilas, if a woman comes naked? What should I answer? Just watch. Naked or without clothes, how does it matter? Or with clothes, how does it matter? Does it matter? No. Hey, what if you're given a cake? Will you eat or not eat? It's food. Want to eat, eat. If you're hungry, eat it. Now, what if they give you pastry? Will you not wear clothes then? Will you not go and buy? Yes, I will buy. Ah, then you are not. It looks stupidity. Nothing is there to buy or eat or sleep or whatever because you are not at all connected with it. So what happens? In the chitta, saragam va chittam is gone. Dosam va chittam is gone. In the chitta doesn't arise. Which chitta? The witness consciousness, not the sixth consciousness we're talking about. So when it doesn't arise, there is no way you can get into that existence because it has to arise in that to exist. So that's how you reach anagami. Till here is fine. Arhat is ending the who am I, the fuel, nama rupa. It disconnects the power source. At parinibbana, basically, since there is nothing to power up, it's gone. Where the electricity went to the northern direction or the eastern direction, or the western direction or the southern direction or northwest direction, southwest direction. Stupid question. Tathagata name is on to this Nama Rupa. So they started asking, will you exist or will you not exist? And Buddha doesn't give an affirmative answer because what is there to give an affirmative answer to that? That's all. So the practice, again, don't forget the practice. Number one, body has consciousness. Don't miss it. Not only the eye. Like in all the suttas, the mistake we do is we see chakuncha paticca rupe upajati chakku vinyanam tinna sangate passa passa picca vedana blah 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 blah. Ah, I'm done. No, what happened this one? No, is it? Only chakuncha paticca rupe upajati. Have you contemplated on sotena sadde upajati sota vinyanam? Have you practiced? Like ghanena gandha, kayena pottabba. Have you really practiced where all it is touching? Yes, go ahead.
I just on this particular point, why do you think? Why do you keep remind us on the body consciousness? Because let's say in vipassana, all they're watching is the body consciousness.
No, they have taken one portion, but the problem here is that Ariyu is if you want to see all six consciousness arising and passing away, you have to take all the six. I just can't take sight and practice only on sight, thinking that all the others I will understand. No.
Yeah, because if you take the body consciousness, you don't have space where you will sit. Because whole body is now sit the body consciousness.
Yes.
So that way, the witness consciousness has to go back, or go little back from the body consciousness.
Hmm. So I guess you're saying only when this six are all broken, there's a big breakthrough when it
Yes,
happens.
absolutely.
Yeah.
See, we don't even hear, we don't even look at the taste, we don't even look at the smell. We think all are default setting. Ah, only eyes. Ah, eyes. Okay, let me practice eyes. Chakuncha. The two we memorize it. Chakuncha paticca rupe pujati chakku vinyanam tinna sangati passo passa pache vedana yam vedeti tam sanjanati yam vitaketi yam vitaketi yam papancheti. What are you trying to do? Take an examination, is it? I should ask myself, am I taking an examination? That I'm going to be asked this question if I taking a Buddhist studies exam, PhD in Dhamma, let's say, and they would ask me a question. Hey, Vilas, today is Viva. Okay, sir, tell me. Now start. Chakun chapati. Okay. Chakun chapati charupe upaja chakku vinyantin sangati passo. What about the others? Even in the Madhupindika Sutta, only one and the last one. Which one? Which one? Manancha paticca dhammecha upajati mano vinyanam. Tinna sangati passo. What about the other four? Dot, 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 dot. In our mind also, dot, 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 dot. That's it. How many hours have I worked out on the body? Now, how many hours have I worked on the nose? No, not even once. How many hours I have spent on ear? Isn't it wrong practice then? Yes. It's a partial practice. I don't say wrong practice, a partial practice. Yes.
I guess I only have one question left for today's main discussion. And after that, Anusha, sorry, I'm asking too many questions. There's sati. When we say sati, usually we feel that's the I, right? Let's say, whenever I say I feel like sati is I, let's say. So you're saying that is this witness vijnana experiencing through nama rupa. Is that the right way to put it?
Don't confuse yourself. At present, take sati as witness.
Witness
Awareness.
conscious.
Awareness. Don't bring nama rupa vinya because as it is confusing.
Okay. Because this I, if you ask who am I, it feels like sati, right? But you
No.
say that's namarupa.
If somebody asks you, who am I? It's only nama rupa. The box.
But you feel like the witness is the I.
Because of the vijnana you feel. The vijnana is that which feeds on to the nama rupa and hence the feeling arises.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. So somehow this vijnana plus namarupa give you the feeling of
That's the
I.
reason. That's the reason Buddha or even Vipassi started from the back. What's the back? What's the reason for birth? What's the reason for decay and death? Birth. What's the reason for birth? Becoming. What's the reason for becoming? Holding on. What is the reason for holding on? Then when they came to Vijnana and Namarupa, oh, I got it. That feeling should come.
Because it's a whirlpool there. Once you end up in the whirlpool, you're done. You found the source. It's the whirlpool.
So till now, we have not. So let's not fool ourselves. So what is that we need to work? Go by the Dhamma. What does he say? First, Sila, Samana Phalasutta, Sila, then Samadhi section. First thing, Indriya Samvara, put Indriya Samvara. Then, second one, what? Sampajanya Pabba, practice Sampajanya Pabba. Third one, have Santosa. Fourth one, remove the hindrance. Fifth one, enter into the four jhanas. Yes, sir, entered into the four jhana. Now, in this light of that ever and non-ending consciousness, Anantam Sabbato Pabham. Put that Namarupa. I was this in the past. I was that in the past. That you will get.
Shoot, I think we should ask Anusha.
Anusha, it's all yours now. I think so.
Thank you. So my question is, the witness consciousness or the sati, the I feeling, Vilasji, would that be the practice if we try to be with the I away from, so when we are meditating or when we are not looking at objects outside, if we can point it subtle to that I feeling, the I goes into I notice that it sort of then goes into a spacious awareness with no thoughts, just aware, pure, no thoughts coming. What is that? I mean, it's very subtle, what I'm saying. Is that how the practice could be?
That would be one of the arupa.
So putting that, so it's like going back and back, trying to see where that I feeling and putting the awareness. Because I remember reading a sutra, Vilasji, Buddha says that take the mind off the Panchaskanda and put your mind into that. Now that is it the witness consciousness itself?
I want to say here, this is typical meditation practice others are using it. The words they are using is being aware of being aware. So turning back.
Yeah, turning back.
Witness of witnessing.
Yes.
Another way to say is turn back.
So is that a good way to practice as well?
Yes, because then you will see the Namarupa. This Namarupa. What you have carried from the beginning of this life till now.
It's similar as the Who Am I meditation as well, right? The Ramana Maharshi.
Yeah. Lots of practice available in many in modern tech. Lot of people are practicing that.
So once we come into that, what you're saying, Vilasji, is a person will become an anagami then. From there, one needs to then give up that itself to become a fully enlightened. Yeah. Thank you.
That is when he practices how to remove the plug.
Got it.
At present, Anusha, I am also very close to removing the plug.
Plugged. You're still plugged.
But I'm still plugged on. I'm removing plug. Okay. Great. So about my experience and that 1995 experience, etc., we'll take it tomorrow because that will be, if we have done with this, if our hunger is and thirst is quenched, we'll take that.
And
Let me
then we will
not
stop.
Let me
We
not
will
put
stop.
too many things today, and you already had a overwhelming information. So let me summarize, because it's a very important thing. Let me summarize. Number one, how many consciousness are there? If that is a question, there are 6 consciousness. How many witness consciousness are there? There's only one witness consciousness. Is that your consciousness? No. Is that somebody's consciousness? No. Is that yours and somebody's consciousness? No. Is it having anything called as I there? No. First thing. Why? Otherwise, it will now become Vinyanam Anidasanam. It becomes Vinyana Niddesanam. Clear? Or Pabhasaram Idam Chittam. Not be there. Having understood that there are 6 consciousness, you work out on removing the 6 consciousness. First path. When you do that, you reach Anagami in stages. Simple. First practice. Remove 6 consciousness in terms of arising, passing. Observe. Arising, passing. Arising, passing.
Remove what is wrong actually. Distance.
Or distance. Distance yourself from that, because it's arising and passing away. No point. Whatever arises will pass away. Now you have got what? I got this gnana. What? Father via jnana. Yes, got it. Get that feeling. You get that jnana, you will never forget it now. Even in your dream, you know Upada vaya jnana. That is your milestone. Tick it. Got it. Then Asavakhaya jnana will come later. If you have got Upada vaya jnana, thumbs. That's it for now. With all of this practice, you get to see Padavaya Jnana in not only the eyes. This don't forget. This don't forget. This nose, don't forget. Tongue, don't forget. When you're eating, don't eat unmindful. Mindful. Because there is something which is coming and going. You're hearing. Don't be ignorant. When you're thinking, not your thinking, they are not your thoughts, it's just thoughts. Arise and pass away. When you practice diligently like this, you know you are carrying dukkha. So dukkha jnana comes now. Because they are not yours anyway. Why am I seeing like this? Huh? What a stupid guy. It passes away. Oh, all this while I'm only doing that. A girl comes, my eyes goes like this. What stupid thing is that? And I can't take her also. Where will I take her? In the eyes, which it doesn't have any space to hold it. Now when I touch, I'm touching what? Hard object. But I is seeing girl, but I am touching an hard object. What a stupid thing. Wait, come, you come, let me touch you. The girl is, where is the girl now? I saw a girl, but I'm touching a hard object and she's warm and she's sweating. water is coming, and she smells odd. Shit. What is that I'm doing? Something is not right. That is patikula manasikara pab. If that happens, again you get into anagami. Because you're withdrawn. That disgusting feeling will come. Like that. Because all that you see is only that. All that he hear is only that. It comes, it goes away. So many songs, so many things, so many talks has come, it's gone. Yes, are you?
So you're kind of turning like a 6D movie to 5D to 4D to 3D to 4D, and it gets more and more disillusioned until
Yes.
you are.
Nibiddhaya viraga. Very good analogy what you gave. Yes. From 6D to 0D. Shunya. Now, having done that, Indriya Samvara, practice this while sitting, while standing, while eating, while wearing dress, while blah blah blah. That is your Sampajanya Pabba. When that happens, you feel santosa. Why? Eating, sleeping, staying somewhere. You don't have any baggage to carry now. That's the reason he gives. Like a bird, you can fly. Yes, go ahead.
And the Santosa is there because when you're staying with the Sati, there's always bliss. Hence, there's Santosa.
Yes, because you are witness. Just witness. You don't lose anything, right? Being a witness, what will you lose? Nothing. Nothing. But then sit down. Now the Vitaka is not there. Yes, sir. Chara is not there. Are you seeing Piti? All the six sensor doors are closed? Yes, sir. Isn't that Sukha? Yes, sir. Sir, this is Sukha. Eyes are not going anywhere. Ears are not going anywhere. Tongue is not going anywhere. Body is not going anywhere. Nothing is happening. Ah. Isn't that Ekagata? Equanimous now. Yes, sir. Aren't you in all the jhanas? Yes, sir. Now, you see bright light? Yes, sir. Now, here is where I am stuck today. I am not able to make a mental move to the nimitta. Yes.
So this is what you were telling that today you have some experience.
I mean, taking a bath, I got the entire Samannapala Sutta in 1.5 minutes.
But in that one of the sutta, he has written that the purified upekka, he can direct to past life, he can direct.
That
to,
is where I'm stuck. Is what I
you are stuck there.
Today when I'm taking bath, I got to see. I will be able to get it very soon. I got a vision.
Potentiality.
Yes. So now I know how I can get it. All this while I was not getting it. When I put shower, I was jumping in joy. Got it.
Because you jump, you could not.
No, I was literally am joyful today. I can't explain my joy. Just 1.5 minutes, even less than that. The entire Samannapala Sutta. Now I don't forget Samannapala Sutta. It's worked like wonderful drug. And I got to know if I practice like this, all the 6 jnanas are going to come. So Arhat is certain. So let me reach. So all of this, whatever we have spoken, plus what I should talk and what I should explain, and that's the reason I asked, you don't stop me. It's just flowing. Let it finish. Let it end. Whether somebody agrees with me, disagrees with me, whatever they want. It's so peaceful right now. I can't explain that. And it's making me feel like Ethan Santan, Ethan Panitan for sure. The practice what I started few years back, today it has given fruit. Yes, Aryu.
I think I have a breakthrough today as well. Nothing compared to yours, but
But breakthrough is breakthrough. It's good. Go ahead.
after Ashutosh taught me how to watch the thoughts for like 40 minutes, I become much more confident in being able to observe myself through the day. So today when I went meet a friend, I think I was being mindful the whole time when I was chatting with him. I was feeling some bliss when chatting with him. He's talking very, nonsense, normal stuff doesn't make interest to me, but I'm able to entertain and just be kind of watching myself talk and entertain like that and still feeling some bliss. So I was happy.
Good, good. Very nice. Yesterday I was able to see it in your body. I was able to see it in your eyes. It worked. So nice. I felt very pleased that your
So
effort.
what
Yesterday, Ashutosh taught him how to watch the thoughts instead of the breath because Ashutosh and I have been talking how to help Aryu. So Ashutosh is helping him with yoga and pranayam and all that to make him calm. It's too much of
energy?
energy. So wanted to reduce it. And Ashutosh has been thinking. Day before yesterday, we both have spoken about Aryu for a long time. Before we started the class, both have been speaking how to help him. Such a nice person. Has putting so much of effort. Is so much dedicated. Why it is not working? What is that we can do? So yesterday he came up with a nice plan. I will teach him how to watch the thoughts. And he told him what to do. Just observe, don't do anything. And it clicked. It's working for him. So the breath is not the way for him. Watching the thought is a way for him. He got it. Now he's feeling nice. This is what I wanted. So now forever, he doesn't have to go by breath meditation. He can throw that mind illuminated book into the dustbin and just see the thoughts.
Yeah, I don't think I mean that has its own benefit, but I think being confident that I can watch the thought, then I can know wherever I'm going, driving, and I can watch how I'm seeing and all that. So because the thought is something that distracts me. I used to think they distract me, so whenever they come, I try to bring back the object and throw that away. It keeps on coming, so I feel like I can never meditate. But now I know I can just watch it, and so I don't have an obstacle to meditation now. So if I'm having thoughts, I watch it. If not, I'll watch whatever I'm seeing.
Is this a special technique or just normally saying watch your thoughts?
He's just watching the thoughts instead of breath.
No, no, is there a special technique for that or no?
No, I think some people call it do nothing meditation or whatever. Bye-bye, Anucha.
Baba Ansha.
Yeah, I think some people call it do nothing. I mean, you basically try to be mindful and then let whatever thoughts happen. So today I was letting my mind go wherever it wants to explore my hometown for 20 minutes. I was just being mindful. It's going here and there, even going to some, weird stuff, but I just allow it to go wherever it wants to go. But at least I'm being mindful. So I guess that's the difference.
Yeah, just
And it's
like Sachin, you can get into by watching the breath. He's caught up on watching the thought. And Aryu, don't go to the breath because this has worked for you. This is your meditation technique. Don't change it. If you want to progress, just do what has worked for you.
but at least during the day I can be mindful because this
You'll be
helps.
mindful of the thoughts.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is in sitting meditation, he still needs breath.
Yeah, but sometimes if I don't have much thought and I have to bring up thought to be mindful of that. Otherwise, it becomes boring.
No. Again, whatever comes, if it is blankness, see the blankness. It's a very nice thing. Why
Okay, so that-
can't you see the blankness? Why you should see thoughts?
Okay.
It's like
Gap between the thoughts.
yeah, it's like a TV monitor or a computer monitor switched off. How does it matter for you? See that only.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, Eric, the breath one has not worked for you. It will never work for you.
It works for a few minutes, then it gets.
That doesn't mean that it is working. That doesn't see. If you want to keep on struggling like this, go ahead and struggle. I have nothing to say no to it. But if I were you, I will take the one which is working and throw the ones which are not working, because everything is a tool. I can't waste my time.
Yeah, and 15-20 minutes only for that purpose, calming you down. And then you need to start working on whatever we are discussing, right?
Yes.
Today you might have got something. Right? It's not intellectual understanding. You need to do something, you need to contemplate, you need to move subtly somewhere with this understanding. How will you and when will you do that?
So don't think. See, samatha is an important aspect, but samatha is just samatha. Yes.
Right? Even thought observation you have to drop, because how long thoughts will keep on coming? The gap will continue. How long I will observe the breath? Mind is calm down.
Once it is done, take the Dhamma Vichaya, which is some Dhamma topic, like what we are discussing now. Who am I? It's a Dhamma topic.
Or don't even need to take. The Dhamma will come. Because
Not only come, whatever it is. See,
yeah,
ultimately,
intentionally bring some contemplation. It will pop up, and then you jump onto it.
see, ultimately we have to do three things. First thing, samatha. Second thing, vipassana. Third thing, anupassana. Whole day, samatha, vipassana, anupassana. Vipassana, anupassana, samatha.
Or other way I can say samatha, vipassana, anupassana, and then stay in anupassana 24 hours.
Whatever. So you have to come up with your strategy. Now this hindrance which you had is working.
Sorry, I was cut off. Sachin, you were saying another way to say it's samatha vipassana.
No, you do sitting meditation. So for that you need some 20-30 minutes of samatha. Then vipassana, some topic. Okay, let's say you are able to distance from six sense. Now you got the breakthrough, right? Now this continuation of that is anupassana.
Yep.
So any topic you got, okay, you got via vipassana, you clicked it. Now don't let it drop because you are getting up and brushing your teeth. Stay with that understanding.
Okay. So
Even
that
even I am not doing okay. I'm just explaining as if I am a smart guy.
I guess I got the deepening of the vipassana into experience is anupassana. What you're saying.
Always.
And staying with that.
Anyway, it is almost
So
10:30
are we
here.
meeting tomorrow because this needs time?
Yes, we will meet tomorrow. I will explain the all that question of out of body and this and that. Then we will take a break for us to calm ourselves down, understand, and again we'll meet.
2-3 days of break.
Yes, we will not meet until Monday.
Okay.
Oh, we're taking a break tomorrow?
No,
Not
we are
tomorrow.
not.
After tomorrow. Tomorrow
Okay.
is Tuesday. We'll meet.
Oh,
Wednesday,
okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days. Investigate. Practice. Whichever way. Practice.
Anupassana.
Once you practice, you will get to see what you see. Then we will take it up to discussion. Otherwise, I can keep on explaining. For me, it becomes endless. And for me, it's effortless also. Let's take a break. Or another way, take a break tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday we meet. Friday will explain to you. You get Saturday and Sunday to reflect. Monday we again meet.
Yeah, perfect.
That makes sense? Okay. All right. So we are not meeting tomorrow. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're not meeting. Friday we meet. Monday we meet. I will also message it in the group. Okay. All right. Bye bye.
Thank you.